Good evening and welcome to this special news segment where we will discuss the topic of cyberbullying by first looking at an article called Cyberbullying, a New Social Menace, written by Chong Guan, who is a professor at the University of Malaysia. Guan goes on to define cyberbullying as focusing on getting in action with bullying by using the internet or modern technologies such as online chats, online media, and short messaging text through social media. The problem continues to grow as new technologies and new social media platforms continue to expand and develop. The most important part of this article is when Guan provides insight on the impacts of cyberbullying, which can often be the worst part of bullying because it affects not only victims emotionally but also physically. To help the victims, she provides readers with ways to help prevent cyberbullying and also how to deal with it if you become a victim. Her analytical research provides us with interesting facts about cyberbullying. For example, females are more likely to take part in cyberbullying than males are, and adolescents ranging from 12 to 16 tend to experience the highest rates of cyberbullying than any other age range. Our next article was written by two European researchers who go by Robert Sloan and Peter K. Smith. Their article is called Cyberbullying, Another Main Type of Bullying. The authors of this article took a different approach by conducting research on 360 adolescents ranging from ages 12 to 20 years old and examined them in their natural habitat of a school. They provided us with previous research on cyberbullying and then explained what they found out in their own research. They found that cyberbullying can be categorized into four main areas: text messaging, email, phone call, picture, or video clip. They provided students with a questionnaire asking questions like, have you ever been bullied before? Have you been bullied inside or outside of school? And continued to ask further questions, more specifically on when and how. The results were that 10% of kids said that they had been bullied in the last few months, 6.4% said once or twice they've been bullied, and around 3.6% said that they've been bullied more frequently. The research did not find a huge difference in cyberbullying between genders and found that most victims chose to not tell anyone about the cyberbullying they had been experiencing. We will look at one more further article before handing it over to Faith, who is out in the field seeing what our community has to say about cyberbullying. Our final article was written by a man called Oscar Erder Baker, and the title of his article is Cyberbullying and its Correlation to Traditional Bullying, Gender and Frequent and Risky Usage of Internet-Mediated Communication Tools. The article focuses on the correlation between regular bullying and cyberbullying pertaining to gender differences and also the impact of the risky usage on the internet. Research was conducted with 276 adolescents ranging from ages 14 to 18. They found that males were more likely to be bullies and victims than females in both physical and cyber environments, which was unlike our other two articles. Differences between traditional bullying and cyberbullying is that in traditional bullying, the victims know who the bully is, there's a power imbalance between the victim and the bully, and that bullying occurs most likely on and around school grounds. The research also found that most cyberbullying occurred through text messages and the internet coming in close behind. The research revealed frequent and inappropriate usage of internet accounts for a significant difference of cyberbullying, but their contributions varied based on genders. We'll now go to a live segment featuring Faith, who went out into the community to find out what they had to say about cyberbullying.
Do you think cyberbullying is a real issue?
I don't think it's really a huge issue. I think bullying in real life is worse.
Have you ever been cyberbullied?
No, I've never been.
Do you know anybody who has?
Not that I recall.
Hi, I'm Faye. I'm doing a school project on cyberbullying, and I was wondering if you'd like to answer a few questions. Like, do you think cyberbullying is a real issue that needs to be fixed?
My opinion on it is I don't agree with any bullying, but at the same time, I feel like the people who are being bullied need to man up a little bit, stop being so offended. think people take offense too easily today, and that's part of the issue of the issue of cyberbullying is how easily offended people are.
Any opinions from you?
I think cyberbullying is wrong. I don't think we should be encouraging picking on one another, but at the same time, in the real world, not everyone is going to be your friend. There are going to be situations where people pick on you, and we need to allow our children to have the right responses to handle that when someone picks on you. I think that we encourage our children to be offended. I think that instead of handling it that way, to encourage our kids towards something different. I don't think it is an issue that needs government involvement or anything else. I think it's a parent issue. I think that as a parent, if your kid is the bully, then you need to deal with that. You need to teach them that that's not right. And the same thing goes for if your kid is being bullied, to teach them how to handle it. It is wrong. I don't think it is right, but it does happen in our society, and I think it should be dealt with in the home.
Yeah, and I don't agree. Like, I'm not trying to say that bullying is okay by any means, because it's very wrong. But again, bullying's not a new thing. It's been around forever, you know. But the bullying needs to stop. Yes, I agree. But at the same time, we have to be able to learn how to deal with any situation that comes at us, because the world has never been nice, and it's not going to be nice. And that's my opinion on what it is. I don't think that the state should get involved. I think, like she said, that the parents need to be preparing the children how to deal with the world. I think it's a parental issue more than a governmental issue. I think the government has already gotten their nose in too much that they don't need to do.
Thank you.
Do you think cyberbullying is a real issue?
Yeah, I think cyberbullying happens.
Do you think cyberbullying is a real issue?
Yes, because we may not be aware of what we're saying to others and how it impacts our feelings, but because it's a source of communication, we're able to convey positive and negative comments and feelings.
Do you know anybody that's ever been cyberbullied?
Just through my children, I've known other people, but not directly.
Oh, so how would you prevent cyberbullying?
Some ways to prevent cyberbullying is to block a name or a person. You cannot answer their email or communication. Share with the family or friend or a counselor. However, you have to ask the other question for me to give that.
And so why do you think that kids don't just do those right off the bat?
Some students or children may not use some of the alternatives to prevent bullying, such as blocking, because they may want to know what's been said, or they want to be friends, or they're in not being isolated from their peers.
Do you think cyberbullying is more prevalent today than it was in the past?
Yes, because the internet has progressed a lot since like the 1980s when it was like becoming more prevalent. So yes, there's a lot more social media sites and things that you can be bullied on.
Have you ever been cyberbullied?
No, I haven't, but I have friends who have, and it wasn't fun just trying to help them through that. So
Did they find a way to stop it?
they did. They eventually just kind of like either erased whatever social media app it was or just blocked all the offending people. So
Thank you for
So have you ever been cyberbullied?
Personally, no.
Do you know anybody?
Yeah, I actually know a lot of people. I did an essay in my school about it, and they were basically just one way you can. I did the same thing. I had to ask around and see if anyone had a story. Yeah, so it's like now too many people did have stories, and most of them were in my classes. And the stories that they had were pretty. They weren't really that bad, but they were upsetting that there were so many people in our class that was like